So you wanted to change your domain with GoDaddy. Okay, so let's see what we can actually do and what we cannot do. Because here's the truth, you cannot rename an existing domain once it's bought. So when you take that in mind, there's a few elements that we can still do, because it's like a social security number, right? When you create your actual website, it's permanent. You cannot delete it and just change it in a really easy way. But you can swap which domain your website uses, right? So let's see what we can actually do. So the first thing is when they're purchasing the new destination. So first, you wanted to search for and purchase your new domain name. So usually here, when you click directly here through domains, it will be appearing all the domains that you have purchased so far. So let's say that I wanted to find a new domain. Let's go for Tech Express only videos right away. And basically what I do is that I wanted to select the actual domain that I wanted to purchase. Let's say, for example, that this one actually works for me for the first year. So when I select the specific element here, what I do is that I want to go back directly through my domains. So let's say that this is, for example, for people who are rebranding inside GoDaddy. So once you own both domains, both will be appearing directly here for your products. Directly inside here, go for the element that says my product, and directly inside here it should be appearing your actual product. I'm going to do exactly the same thing with Namecheap. So the process actually is really fast, and it's exactly the same, but the actual interface, for example, it might be a little bit different than GoDaddy. But basically what you want to do is to change the primary domain. So when you click directly from a domain that you currently have, what you need to do is to go for the web hosting and hit for managed. And inside here, you wanted to go for the settings primary domain changed. So this will be helping me to redirect the domain and send this directly to a specific website. So what I wanted to do is that when people let's say type Cambademy, I want them to send them into the wedding band MX. Basically, I wanted to change from this website to this other website. So this process might be taking a little bit more, from 10 minutes to 24 hours to propagate globally. So you wanted to don't panic if your site is down for a few minutes. So if your new domain is registered somewhere else, you needed to point the A record to your GoDaddy IP addresses, which is listed right here to the actual dashboard. So let's say, for example, that I do have a website generated with, let's assume, for example, Shopify. Into Shopify, into any kind of website that you generate, when it asks you to generate your own custom domain, it will be asking you to add a CNAME file and all the records labeled. So basically here, what I'm going to be doing here is to access the dashboard of the website that I wanted to be working on. When I focus for settings and I go for the custom domains or the domain settings, usually it will be asking you to check out here the information would you like to add. So what we want to do is to select a new existing domain and do exactly the same process, but instead of putting them directly here from the Cambademy side, for example, we wanted to put this into the new one. So when I hit for managed, usually it's going to be asking you to enter this specific elements, for example, a CNAME record, a TXT record, and so much more. So basically, when we added that information directly inside your new domain, it will be now be redirected to the new domain side. So to set it up the 301 redirect, for example, you don't want people to hitting the page not found and out link. So when you click directly from the old domain settings, you want to do forwarding and enter the new domain URL. So this is going to be making sure that the selected 301 is truly permanent, right? So basically that's how we can actually make the changes directly inside here for the forward. So we have the sharing and transfer that basically this is not going to be working on for us, but in this case we do have the actual domain information added directly inside here. Now just in case this didn't work for you, usually what I do is to ask the actual gyro. This is an AI element that can be helping you to forward my domain to a new one. And sometimes this gives you a specific answer of what you can actually do for your specific situation. And if this one still didn't work for you, something else that I can suggest you is to contact the GoDaddy chat support, which is 24/7. It can be really helpful for all kind of stuff. In my case, for example, it says that we currently don't have any domains, so it can be helping me to get started with this element. But still, the process is not that different from what we did here in a few minutes. So hopefully this was a very useful information for you guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. If you want to see more great tools like this, thank you so much for watching, and well, hopefully we can all see you next time.